The term cracker actually has a pretty lengthy history, and most people know it by the cracking of the whips, and that there's a great deal of truth to that. But the term cracker predates by centuries the notion that it came from the activity of cattle ranchers or cow hunters cracking the whips over the heads of oxen and cattle as they were driving them through the South and into Florida. It's actually an Old World, Old English term that dates back to the 16th century. Even Will Shakespeare used it, cracker. It means big shot or braggart, boaster. It was the guy in the village that you never wanted to see coming because you knew it was a 2-hour conversation at least. But that term carried over into the migrants that came into the Americas early on in the 1600s, especially in the 1700s. The British and Spanish officials spoke about these rogue pioneers, these rogue settlers that would occupy official territories, and they referred to them as crackers, as crackers. And so we have early documenting evidence that the culture, at least, has been around for a long time. The purest of cracker stock are the Scotch-Irish, the Celtic folks that came into the Carolina Highlands and slowly migrated through the South and into Florida. And if you are of any Celtic persuasion and can count your ancestors as living in the Carolinas and migrating into the lower South, you're probably of pure cracker stock. These days, contemporary cracker cow hunters, cowmen, as part of the cattle ranching industry, still use crackers. And that's something that's very important to remember, that the crackers are not an extinct culture. They're very much with us today. Most of them are part of the rural South and the cattle ranching industry. It isn't a stereotypical white Southerner. It isn't a racial slur. It isn't somebody that's native to the state, or in the case of Georgia native. It really has everything to do with the culture, the way that they built houses, the food that they ate, the clothes that they wore, their religious beliefs, their political beliefs. All of those cultural traits together define what a cracker is. I would be proud to say that I was a cracker if I was. I am a native Floridian, and I've been bestowed that honor by crackers that I am a cracker Floridian, but really the cracker culture is all about the cracker, and I don't live that lifestyle.